In the early days, I was very quiet because I felt I was like the new boy in the band because they'd only been going for 6 months, but they had a few different bass players, and so I joined. And I used to keep very out of it, really, in a way. And the three of them used to argue like mad all the time.
Behind the scenes, I can be as noisy as anybody else.
Today we dive into the life of John Deacon, a musical genius and the silent architect behind some of Queen's biggest hits. Despite his quiet demeanor, his impact on music and the legacy of Queen is immeasurable. In this video, we will explore the untold stories of John Deacon's life and career, his unique contributions to the band, and the reasons behind his retreat from the spotlight. Join us on this journey to understand why John Deacon continues to be celebrated as one of the greatest bassists in rock history. Now let's start with his early life and influences. John Richard Deacon was born on August 19, 1951, in Leicester, England. As the youngest of 4 children in a working-class family, John grew up with a deep appreciation for both music and technology. His father, Arthur, an electrician, and his mother, Lillian, a homemaker, supported his early interests. At just 7 years old, John picked up the guitar, inspired by the vibrant sounds of the Beatles and the Rolling Stones. His love for music was matched only by his fascination with electronics, spending countless hours reading magazines and building small devices, including a modified reel-to-reel tape deck to record music directly from the radio. This blend of musical talent and technical curiosity would later play a crucial role in his career. John attended Linden Junior School, Gartrey High School, and Beauchamp Grammar School in Oadby, excelling particularly in math and science. His academic success and passion for technology led him to Chelsea College of Science and Technology in London, where he pursued a degree in electronics. However, it was in London that John's musical ambitions truly began to flourish. Immersed in the city's vibrant music scene of the 1970s, John frequented local clubs and concerts, absorbing diverse influences and connecting with fellow musicians. His time at Chelsea College not only honed his technical skills, but also fueled his musical aspirations. John's first significant musical experience came with his involvement in the local band Opposition, where he switched from rhythm guitar to bass, a move that would define his future. Known for his meticulous nature, John was dedicated to perfecting his craft, often staying up late to experiment with new sounds. By 1970, he was eager to join a serious band, and his blend of talent and technical expertise made him stand out. This led him to Brian May and Roger Taylor, who were seeking a bassist for their band, Smile. John's quiet yet determined demeanor and exceptional skills made him the perfect fit, marking the beginning of his legendary journey with Queen in 1971. Brian May described John as very solid and no-nonsense, always with his feet firmly on the ground. This stability, combined with his technical expertise, made John an indispensable member of Queen. His early contributions laid the foundation for the band's innovative sound and enduring success. Joining Queen in 1971, John Deacon quickly proved himself to be an invaluable member of the band. His first major contribution came with the song "You're My Best Friend," featured on Queen's 4th album, A Night at the Opera. This song showcased John's talent for melody and his ability to write catchy, heartfelt lyrics. It became one of Queen's most beloved hits and established John as a significant songwriter within the band. In addition to his songwriting, John's technical skills played a crucial role in shaping Queen's sound. He designed and built the DC amp, an amplifier used by Brian May to create his signature guitar orchestras. This invention allowed the band to explore new sonic landscapes and added a unique depth to their music. John's background in electronics was not just a hobby, but a vital component of Queen's innovative approach to rock music. John's bass playing was characterized by its melodic and rhythmic precision. He provided the foundation for many of Queen's biggest hits, including Another One Bites the Dust, which he wrote. This song, influenced by his love for soul and funk, became an international sensation and is still considered one of the greatest bass lines in rock history. Its success on both pop and rock charts demonstrated John's versatility as a musician and a songwriter. Throughout the 1970s and 1980s, John continued to contribute to Queen's success with songs like I Want to Break Free, Spread Your Wings, and Back Chat. Each song reflected his diverse musical influences and his ability to craft memorable and impactful tracks. His contributions were not limited to just writing and playing bass. He also played keyboards and guitars on various recordings, showcasing his multifaceted talent. Despite his significant contributions, John remained the quiet member of the band, preferring to stay out of the spotlight. Freddie Mercury saw a special potential in John Deacon and always protected him. Freddie said about John, "He's sort of quiet, but don't underestimate him. He's got a fiery streak under all that." Freddie stood by John during tough times, helping him deal with fan attention and media pressure. This friendship helped John overcome the difficulties and anxieties he faced throughout his career. John's focus was always on the music and ensuring that Queen's sound was both innovative and timeless. Freddie Mercury once remarked that John kept a very close eye on all our business affairs. He knew everything that should and shouldn't be going on. This keen business sense helped Queen navigate the complexities of the music industry and secure their financial future. John's impact on Queen extended beyond music. His financial acumen was instrumental in the band's success. Early in their career, Queen struggled with poor management and unfavorable contracts. John played a key role in renegotiating these deals, ensuring the band received fair compensation for their work. His strategic thinking helped Queen build a sustainable business model, allowing them to focus on their creative pursuits without financial stress. One notable example of John's business savvy was his involvement in securing a new management deal in the mid-1970s. At a time when the band was living on meager allowances despite their growing popularity, John led efforts to find better management. This resulted in a more favorable contract that significantly improved the band's financial situation. John's meticulous attention to detail and understanding of the music industry's intricacies were crucial in these negotiations. Moreover, John's ability to balance creativity with practicality was a driving force behind many of Queen's successful ventures. He was deeply involved in the planning and execution of their tours, ensuring that each performance was not only artistically impressive, but also financially viable. This blend of artistic and business considerations helped Queen maintain their reputation as one of the most innovative and enduring rock bands in history. Following the tragic death of Freddie Mercury in 1991, John Deacon's life took a dramatic turn. Freddie Mercury, the charismatic frontman of Queen, passed away on November 24, 1991, due to bronchopneumonia, a complication arising from AIDS. Freddie's death marked the end of an era for Queen and left an indelible impact on his bandmates, particularly John Deacon. Freddie and John shared a special bond, both musically and personally. Freddie's larger-than-life personality and John's quiet, steadfast presence complemented each other perfectly. John once described Freddie as the heart of the band, saying, "Freddie was the one who drove us. He was our leader." The loss of Freddie was not just the loss of a bandmate, but also a close friend and an irreplaceable force in John's life. The death of Freddie Mercury had a profound effect on John Deacon. Deeply affected by the loss, John struggled to cope with the immense grief and the void left by Freddie's absence. Despite being a quiet and reserved person in public, John was always loyal to and protective of Freddie. When Freddie passed away, John found it extremely difficult to overcome this loss. Those close to both John and Freddie said that Freddie's passing devastated John, making it impossible for him to continue performing without Freddie. This emotional turmoil made it difficult for him to continue performing. As John once said, "As far as we are concerned, this is it. There is no point carrying on. It is impossible to replace Freddie." These words reflected the depth of his sorrow and his recognition that Queen could never be the same without Freddie. After Freddie's passing, John performed with Queen a few more times, including at the 1992 Freddie Mercury tribute concert for AIDS awareness. This event, held at Wembley Stadium, was a massive success, drawing over 72,000 fans and raising millions for AIDS research. The concert featured numerous iconic performances and heartfelt tributes to Freddie. But for John, it was a bittersweet experience, filled with the pain of loss and the challenge of honouring his friend's legacy. In 1993, John made a rare appearance at a charity concert with Roger Taylor in Midhurst, and in 1997, he performed The Show Must Go On with Elton John and the remaining Queen members at the opening of the Béjart Ballet in Paris. However, these performances were exceptions. By the end of 1997, John had decided to retire from music entirely. He joined Brian May and Roger Taylor in the studio one last time to record No One But You, Only the Good Die Young, a tribute to Freddie, which was included in the Queen Rocks compilation album. John's decision to retire from music was influenced heavily by his emotional state following Freddie's death. He found it difficult to continue without Freddie, feeling that Queen's essence was intrinsically linked to their frontman. The grief and loss he experienced were compounded by his desire to preserve the legacy of the band he loved without trying to replace the irreplaceable. Since his retirement, John Deacon has lived a reclusive life, choosing to stay out of the limelight and focusing on his family. He married his longtime partner Veronica Tetzlaff in 1975, and the couple has 6 children. John has remained dedicated to his family, preferring a quiet, private life over the fame and attention that came with being a member of Queen. Beyond the stage and the studio, John Deacon's personal life has always been a topic of intrigue, largely due to his preference for privacy. Despite the immense fame that came with being a member of Queen, John managed to keep his personal life away from the public eye. Veronica, a former trainee teacher, has been a steadfast presence in John's life, providing stability and support throughout their marriage. Together they have 6 children: Robert, Michael, Laura, Joshua, Luke, and Cameron. For John, family life has always been a priority. His decision to step back from the limelight and eventually retire from music was heavily influenced by his desire to spend more time with his family. Friends and colleagues often describe John as a devoted husband and father, someone who cherished the stability and joy that his family provided. Living a quiet life in Putney, southwest London, John found solace in the normalcy that family life offered away from the pressures and chaos of the rock and roll lifestyle. He enjoyed simple pleasures and focused on being present for his children. His retreat from public life allowed him to cultivate a sense of normalcy, something rare for a rock star of his caliber. One of John's most cherished passions was his love for cars. This interest went far beyond mere appreciation. It was a deep-seated passion that reflected his fascination with engineering and design. John had a particular affinity for classic and high-performance cars, and over the years, he built an impressive collection. His cars were not just luxury items, but also a testament to his appreciation for meticulous craftsmanship and technological innovation. John's car collection included some notable models, such as a Ferrari 308 GTB, a classic Rolls-Royce, and a Porsche 911. Each car in his collection was chosen for its unique characteristics, performance, and history. For John, owning these cars was not about flaunting wealth, but about the joy of driving and understanding the engineering marvels behind these machines. His passion for cars also provided an outlet for his technical skills. Much like his approach to music and electronics, John took a hands-on approach to his car collection. He enjoyed maintaining and sometimes even restoring these vehicles himself, spending hours in his garage working on his prized possessions. This meticulous attention to detail and hands-on involvement mirrored his approach to his work with Queen, where he was known for his technical prowess and precision. Another significant aspect of John's personal life was his involvement in charity work. Though he preferred to keep this away from the spotlight, he supported various causes quietly, reflecting his belief in giving back without seeking recognition. John and Veronica were particularly supportive of children's charities and AIDS research, aligning with the causes close to their hearts. Their charitable contributions were substantial, though often made anonymously to maintain their privacy. Despite his reclusive nature, John maintained connections with his bandmates. Though his interactions were infrequent, he chose to stay informed about Queen's activities, giving his blessing to projects like the biographical film Bohemian Rhapsody, which celebrated the band's legacy. This quiet support demonstrated his continued care for the band's legacy, even if he preferred not to be directly involved. The loss of Freddie was not just the loss of a bandmate, but also of a close friend. John found support and peace with his wife Veronica and their family. They live a simple life, far from the noise and glamour of the entertainment world, but still maintain respect for Freddie and his contributions to music. John's retreat from public life and his emphasis on privacy have made him somewhat of an enigma. Fans respect his choice to step away from the limelight, understanding that his contributions to music and Queen are indelible. His personal journey highlights a man who, despite the temptations of fame, chose to prioritize his well-being and that of his family. John Deacon's legacy extends far beyond his time on stage with Queen. His contributions to music, technical innovations and business acumen have left an indelible mark on the music industry and continue to inspire artists and musicians around the world. In 1973, Rolling Stone wrote that, "The combination of Roger Taylor and John Deacon is explosive, a colossal sonic volcano whose eruption makes the earth tremble." This description captures the powerful impact of John's bass playing, characterized by its melodic and rhythmic complexity. His unique approach redefined the role of the bassist in rock music, providing a distinctive foundation for Queen's sound. One of John's most notable technical contributions was the creation of the DC amp, built in 1972 from discarded electronic components. This amp amplifier allowed Brian May to produce the distinctive guitar orchestras that became a hallmark of Queen's sound. This invention set new standards for what could be achieved with guitar effects and amplification, showcasing John's technical ingenuity. John's bass lines on hits like "Another One Bites the Dust" demonstrated his ability to create grooves that were both precise and engaging. His preference for playing bass with his fingers added a layer of depth and richness to Queen's music, making his style distinctive and highly influential. Beyond his role as a bassist, John also played rhythm guitar on several tracks. His ability to switch between instruments and contribute to the overall sound of Queen's music highlighted his versatility. Additionally, John composed on the piano, as seen in "You're My Best Friend," further showcasing his broad musical talent. John's choice of instruments throughout his career also reflected his evolving style. He used a Rickenbacker 401 and Fender Precision bass, and later a custom bass designed by Roger Giffin. Each instrument contributed to the unique sound he brought to Queen's music. A 1975 review of Sheer Heart Attack praised John's bass playing, noting, "Only at the end would a new initiate to Queen recognize John Deacon's unmistakable trademark. The least well-known musician in Queen is one of his rock generation's most able." This recognition underscores the profound impact of his musicianship. Although he retired from the stage, John continued to contribute to Queen from behind the scenes, particularly in managing the band's finances. He maintained oversight and support for various band projects, including the biographical film Bohemian Rhapsody. This quiet support demonstrated his continued care for the band's legacy, even if he preferred not to be directly involved. John Deacon's legacy is multifaceted. His blend of technical skill, musical talent, and business acumen made him an irreplaceable part of Queen. His innovative bass lines, technical contributions, and business savvy have inspired a new generation of musicians and industry professionals. His work with Queen remains a benchmark for excellence in rock music, and his legacy is celebrated by fans and fellow artists alike. John Deacon's friendship with his Queen bandmates, Brian May and Roger Taylor, was a bond that went beyond music. Their camaraderie played a crucial role in the band's success and endured through the highs and lows of their illustrious career. John, Brian, and Roger first came together in 1971, each bringing unique skills and personalities to the table. Brian, the visionary guitarist with a PhD in astrophysics, and Roger, the charismatic drummer with a degree in biology, found their perfect counterpart in John, the meticulous bassist with an electronics background. This trio, along with flamboyant frontman Freddie Mercury, formed the iconic lineup of Queen. Their friendship was built on mutual respect and a shared passion for pushing the boundaries of rock music. John's quiet nature perfectly balanced Brian's introspective creativity and Roger's outgoing humor. Freddie, with his exuberant personality, brought an infectious energy to the group. Together, they formed a brotherhood that was as much about personal connection as it was about musical chemistry. John played a vital role in Queen's sound and success. His bass lines provided the melodic and rhythmic foundation for their hits, while his technical expertise helped shape their innovative sound. Brian often praised John's solid, no-nonsense approach, which kept the band grounded amidst their skyrocketing fame. Roger appreciated John's dry sense of humor and ability to find levity in tense moments. Freddie and John shared a special bond. Freddie, the outgoing frontman, and John, the reserved bassist, may have seemed like opposites, but they found a deep connection. Freddie always protected and supported John, helping him navigate the pressures of fame. John, in turn, was always loyal to Freddie, cherishing their friendship. Freddie once said, "John's got a fiery streak under all that," highlighting the hidden depths behind John's quiet exterior. The band's friendship was tested by the demands of touring and the creative pressures of producing groundbreaking music. However, their bond remained unbroken. They shared countless memories on the road, from wild parties to quiet moments of introspection. These experiences forged an unshakable camaraderie that went beyond a typical band dynamic. Tragedy struck in 1991 with Freddie's untimely passing. The loss devastated John, and he struggled to continue without his dear friend. Brian and Roger stood by John during this dark time, understanding his pain. Although Queen could never be the same without Freddie, Brian, Roger, and John remained connected, their friendship a testament to the indelible bond they had formed. In the years following, John chose a reclusive life, stepping back from the spotlight. Brian and Roger continued with Queen, but they always kept John involved, seeking his blessing on projects. John maintained his friendship with his bandmates, even if from a distance. Their bond had been forged in the fire of their shared experience, and it remained unbroken. John Deacon's friendship with Brian May and Roger Taylor was a cornerstone of Queen's story. Their personal connection, built on mutual respect and shared passion, played a crucial role in the band's success. Even in the face of tragedy and change, their bond endured, a testament to the power of true friendship. John, Brian, and Roger will always be remembered as more than just bandmates. They were brothers united by music and an unbreakable camaraderie. What do you think about John Deacon, a multifaceted artist whose life was marked by incredible musical contributions and a desire for privacy? Share your thoughts in the comments below and let's keep the conversation going. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on more stories that inspire and entertain. Thank you for watching. See you soon in our next video.